Okay, hello peeps, this is Amanda Ganis. We're finally going to be able to see Lanternist here up in test server as well. We're going to go through all of Lantern's skills alongside with some questions that people may have too. But let's get in towards it, and this is going to be Amanda Ganis, our new survivor Lanternist that has just been released. We can see on the bottom hand side as well, these are her items. So she has 4 items in total. She has 2 out of 2 charges for Living Image, which is this ability in which you can freeze frame yourself. And this regenerates once every 60 seconds. It has a 10-second cooldown, but you gain 1 every 60 seconds just to keep that in mind. Then you have status projection, in which you can throw this across any of the Cipher machines, let's say this one, and you gain a 10% increased decoding boost when you do so. So let's just try it again. I'm gonna do that, and you can see here you get a 10% decoding boost, and it also does counter Hermit too as well. But aside from all that, from the side of Living Image, you can also cancel it by yourself too, or the teammates can cancel it, and it has a maximum of 2. You initially start the game with 1 out of 2. However, you gain 1 every 50 seconds. Please keep that in mind. So I just first introduced how many abilities we have and their cooldown time. Let's get in towards our first ability. So for the first ability, it's called Living Image. I'm just gonna turn off the cooldown depletion for this one. So for Living Image, if this girl uses it on herself, there's 2 effects. The first one is position projection. Position projection basically allows you to move 10% faster, and you leave a frame behind like this. If your frame does get hit, you will take damage. So if I just teleport straight towards Hermit here, if I use my living frame on myself and then I get the Hermit to hit me, you will take damage. So what's really important about living frame is that every single time the hunter's near towards your living frame, you need to change locations. It's especially with the fact that you gain 10% movement speed boost anyways when you have Living Image. So that's the first question I'm going to answer. Second part about Living Image is the fact that you gain 10% movement speed boost, as I just said, and this lasts for a total of 10 seconds, by the way. So for Lanternist herself, this effect lasts for 10 seconds, and not only that too, if I get a blue landed on towards my Lanternist right here, and then I try land a red on towards the Lanternist while she has Living Image like this, what basically happens is you do see the stun effects on your ability, right? And if you want to end it early, you do get stunned just like this. So it kind of delays the stun duration effect by a little bit as well. So by technicality, what you can do here is, if let's say you drop down a freezing frame and the Hermit stuns you, and you see, oh, Hermit stunned you, you can drop the pallet and immediately freeze yourself. And as you can see here, the pallet cannot be destroyed for 1.5 seconds, but we'll talk about that later. But that's the important part of her side too. It's that she's just so strong up against hunters that can stun you, and basically any hunters overall. Okay, since we just talked about status projection and position projection, let's talk about status projection when it's being applied to your survivors. So for now, I'm gonna apply this on towards Coordinator, and this will only last 8 seconds, and only status projection is available. Oh, it's the wrong Cordy, excuse me. This Coordinator right in front of us. So it's only this status projection that is landed on towards Cordy. As you can see here, it applies. When you hit the Cordy, the mark does go through. So keep in mind that when you hit the Cordy, the mark definitely does go through. However, if you do apply this on towards your survivors, as I select the wrong Cordy here once again, they will not get stunned for the next 8 seconds. So as you can see here, that's been applied. We stun the Cordy here. She by technicality isn't stunned. And then she's only stunned when the status projection, as you can see there, has ended. We can also try this from my side as well, so I'm going to freeze frame myself. And what we're going to try now is we're going to try flywheel this. So once this is almost over, let's flywheel to see if we can cancel it or not. So 3, 2, 1, fly. Ooh, I didn't flywheel it on time. Sorry, I'm on red pin, so you, generally speaking, have to deal with me for now. Let's try this again. Okay, I need to flywheel a little bit earlier. I'm pressing on caps lock. And 3, 2, 1, I press flywheel. And there you can, as you can see, right, it wasn't perfectly timed, but I didn't get stunned because I flywheeled that one really well as well. In any case, what if we try freeze frame ourselves and then flywheel the hit? Okay, that hit the wrong person. Oopsie daisies. Let's walk up here a little bit. I'm gonna cancel that a bit early. Okay, so let's try Flywheel to hit from the side of Hermit. So I'm kind of double tapping this. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, there you can see you can actually Flywheel to hit there too, just like that. Let's try here one more time. Hey, it actually doesn't apply if you can Flywheel to hit too, apparently. So there you go. There you go. That is living image from the side of Amanda. So once again, right, living image, you can apply this on towards your survivors. As you can see, you can apply this on towards coordinator. Actually, you can only apply this on towards your survivors twice. So keep that in mind as well. So there's only a maximum of 2 effects on survivors each, but that's definitely more than enough because you want to save some for yourself too. But let's move on towards just the second part. We're not going to talk about this ability yet. We're going to talk about her palette dropdown. So for her palette dropdown, basically speaking, this is called Optical Illusion. Every 10 seconds, when she drops down a palette, Hunter can't break it for 1 second. You can see there, right? Hunter can't break it for 1 second. And this is in 10-second cooldown. If you are in Optical Illusion too, so if you are in this ability effects, this palette cannot be broken for 1.5 seconds. So as you can see here, this lasts just a little bit longer, and this can be triggered once every 10 seconds. This is absolutely OP because this simply means if you do get stunned, so for an example, let's say I use Optical Illusion here and I get Hermit to stun me. So I use Optical Illusion on myself, I get Hermit to stun me. Now, what we know is, if I drop down this palette and I immediately cancel, this palette cannot be broken for 1.5 seconds. And that simply just means that Hermit cannot land a hit on me, even if he wants to break the palette and hit me. Even if he has fast palette breaking, it does not matter. So as you can see here, this is actually a very strong effect too. So like, if we just go towards this one long palette as well, and now I'm gonna get Hermit to stun me. Hermit stun me, you can see there's a mini animation there. I can drop this palette, and see, that's now a 1.5 seconds. A palette cannot be broken. It's absolutely insane from that side too. So like, if we try here once again on ourselves, you can drop down this palette and then you can instantly cancel. And this is a 1.5 seconds. You can't honestly do anything about it. Let's try whether or not we can vault the palette right after we dropped it down, shall we? I don't think that's a bad plan too. So what we're gonna do here is Optical Illusion ourselves, drop down the palette. Can we vault it? Yes, we can vault it when it's frozen out, just like that. We actually can drop it, which is absolutely insane. So let's try here one more time. Freeze yourself, drop the palette, we vault. You can vault while it's frozen. It's to me, this is kind of OP because you can counter Stun Hunter so hard just with this one single ability. It is pretty insane. It is, honestly speaking, pretty insane. Now, let's talk about her status projection. So status projection overall, right, there are multiple ways to do this, but the first way of status projection is you can land this on towards any Cipher machine, and their survivor's decoding speed is increased by 10%. So all interaction speed on any item or basically object that has this effect, that has status projection, your movement speed interaction speed will be increased by 10%. This also heavily counters Hermit, as we can see here, because by technicality, you're not sending any progress, so it's easier for you as a Lanternist to counter Hermit, because you're decoding 10% faster, and you don't share any progress out. So this is absolutely insane, and this lasts for a total of 20 seconds as well. So here we can see we are basically decoding for free, and once status projection ends, absolutely brilliant. We can try here once again from 44%. This lasts a total of 20 seconds. How long will we go? This should get us towards at least 64% decoding progress for free. But as you can see here up against Hermit, it's such an easy counter. It is, honestly speaking, such an easy counter, and you can end this early as well. If you want to get it to directly 99%, it's just so much easier for you to prime a Cipher machine too. So like, this is how strong this is. Now, not only that as well, if there is a survivor on chair, right? We're gonna knock the Cordy down here. If there is a survivor on chair, you can also use status projection on survivors that are on chair too. However, if the Lanternist is within 20 meters of status projection, then this ends 75% faster. So just a showcase here, right? This ends 75% faster. You can see on my ability button there, that's going down really fast. and then finally the remaining of the thing went up, the remaining of the progress went up. But if you're a little bit further out, like this, you can see status. Oops, that's not far enough. Let me try this again. I think this is 20 meters. This is not 20 meters. Okay, how far is 20 meters? Okay guys, just real quick, this is Decoding here. I reread the living image. It states that if Amanda is near a survivor within 20 meters of a rocket chair, which means if the survivor is on rocket chair within 20 meters, your living image, which is this ability, is reduced by 75%. So as you can see here, this gets consumed faster. Not this. This will always be 5 seconds. But your living image, which is this one, is really fast. As you can see here, this is before, and then if we flywheel out, 20 meters is around here. This is after. You see how long this is right now, right? So there you go. There you go. I just wanted to confirm this with everyone because I don't want to give out false misinformation, but that is just one of the things I wanted to say. But it also does freeze the chair progress time too. As you can see, it freezes for 5 seconds. So what does this mean? This simply means that if a survivor is almost about to be after half rescued and a hermit is trying to stun you to prevent you from rescue, all you have to do is to freeze the chair for 5 seconds like this. And the hermit tries to keep stunning you. Oh no, hermit stunned me. Let me just get the instant rescue there. Oh, we got it up on time. She's such a great supporter when it comes to rescuing as well. A beautiful before half rescue, which is absolutely OP. But that's also not it from the side of Lanternist as well. If we just decode all Cipher machines, what's really good is even if Hermit makes a connection and we use status projection on towards this, it is not affected. So you gain 10% increased decoding speed on Exegate as well. Right, you do gain 10% increased decoding speed on Exegate as well. You know what? Never mind. This does kind of seem like it is affected. I'm not too sure why, but this does seem like it is affected. Unless it's not, and this is the actual normal decoding speed. You know what? Let's go towards the other side of the gate and see. Because now we decoded that at 50%. Let's just go towards the back gate here real quick. How much is this? Oh, this is also at 50. Wait a second. Both of these are at 50. So this actually counters Hermit really hard. Wait, this is at 47. What is that over there at 60? Oh no, it doesn't really counter Hermit, but realistically speaking, that 10% decoding boost will help you quite a lot, especially at the Exegates too. So like from Amanda's side, it's absolutely OP. Absolutely OP. And like once this 20-second duration has ended, I'm quite sure both gates will be open. So this will be open first, and then we can press H on that. The other gate is also open too because you can't use her items right now. So Amanda is really good up against a Hermit as well. Wow, I genuinely did not expect this. I genuinely did not expect this, but that is honestly speaking pretty strong. Now then, for Amanda's last external trait, she has all thumbs. Basically speaking, she decodes 10% slower, but I don't think it matters if you can increase her decoding speed by 10% with just this as well, or even her survivor's decoding speed. But it's very similar to Priestess, but I feel like she has such great ability to the point that it doesn't really matter, does it? So for the final question that everyone has been asking, and I won't include this in Amanda versus all hunters, Lanternist versus all hunters, is whether abnormal counters this guy or not. Well, whether abnormal counters Amanda or not, or counters this ability. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to reapply this and start decoding. Now I'm gonna let this decode to 50% and get Hermit to crush it. So Hermit crushed it. As you can see there, I don't really know what this red means, I'll be honest with you, but let's just have a look. It's a bit interesting, honestly. Okay, it actually gets fully abnormal. So what about this time we decode just a little bit more? Because we can abnormal this as much times as we can, right? But apparently there's a red mark on it too, telling you how much it has been abnormal. So it's quite an interesting thing to see. I'm going to decode this up until maybe 60%, because then we know that abnormal wouldn't be too bad. So here we are. Okay, it's currently at 50% right now. Let's start abnormally right around. I'm gonna press H, so we're gonna redo it one last time. I'm gonna abnormally here. Okay, as you can see there, abnormal doesn't really do much because if we just stop decoding and press H, it doesn't do much there. What if we abnormal and then cancel it? Cancel it? I couldn't cancel it on time. Hold on a second. I couldn't cancel it on time. So let me press H there. I couldn't cancel it on time. Okay, let's try this one more time. So I press H on that. I press this. I abnormal it. I press H. It still goes down. Okay, so abnormal does counter it. Abnormal does counter it, unfortunately speaking. But there you go. This is Amanda Gannis. This is Lanternist, my next new favorite survivor that I'm going to start spamming in rank the moment she comes out. We're going to be pulling for her Eskin as well, but also at the same time, hopefully everyone enjoyed. Hopefully this is a little bit more digestible too, and it answers most people's questions. But we will release a Lanternist versus all hunters yeah, Lanternist versus all hunters video soon. Hopefully I can get it done tonight to upload it for tomorrow. But I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.